Before starting Kent repertory, I would like to suggest all the students to know some few points before learning how to understand a repertory. For this, they should know the title of repertory, the author of the repertory, year of publication, different editions, then the total number of chapters, total number of medicines, logic, philosophy, the grades of that repertory. Then if there is remedy relationship chapter, then you should also know that. Then also know the largest chapter, then also find out the smallest chapter. Then afterwards, find out the advantages, disadvantages, sources of the repertory. If any volumes are there, then mention all the volumes with their editions and publications. The students also know the arrangement of rubrics and arrangement of chapters. This is Dr. Kent. The cover of the book looks like this. Now let us start the repertory. Now you should know proper title of the repertory. A repertory of homeopathic materia medica by Dr. James Tyler Kent. The different years of publications of Kent repertory are as follows. The first edition was published in 1897. The second edition was published in 1908. The third edition was published in 1924. The fourth edition was published in 1935. The fifth edition was published in 1945. The sixth edition was published in 1957. The first Indian edition of Kent repertory was published in 1961 by our famous publishers, that is B. Jain Publishers. The next part you should know about the Kent repertory is the grades of the Kent repertory. Every repertory has different grades which help us for repertorization. The grades of Kent repertory are in three types. In Kent repertory, the first grade is in bold letters, which has got 3 marks. The second grade is in italic letters, which has got 2 marks. The third grade in Roman letters, which has 1 mark. Now let us find out how the grades are evaluated. First grade medicines are found in maximum provers, so they are grade 1. The second grades are found in moderate provers, so they are ranking as second grades because they are found in moderate provers. The third grade are found in few provers. Now let us find out the philosophy of Kent repertory. Kent has given prime importance to mental generals. He follows the deductive logic, which means generals to particulars. Mental generals are followed by physical generals and then followed by particulars. Now, what is the logic of Kent repertory? Kent repertory follows the logic of deductive logic. That means all the chapters are arranged from generals to particulars. So this is deductive logic followed by Kent repertory. Kent's philosophy. Being the follower of Hahnemann homeopathy, Kent felt that the logic of homeopathic system was not strictly followed in finding out simillimum from the repertories available in. As a matter, particulars do not always follow in line with general, and therefore severely criticized the faulty method of giving credence to part and overgeneralizing the symptoms. That means Kent followed only the Hahnemann pattern, where he was emphasizing more on generals than particulars. Now, logic, Kent had a firm belief that Hahnemannian totality demanded study of man as a whole and said the house where he lives is his body. What is expressed by part is always preceded by the deviations in the state of health of a person. Such deviations can be known through expressions at the level of generals. Symptoms which notice at the level of parts are always subordinates. Among the general, he gave highest importance to mental generals because they express an individual's reaction. So, next to its physical generals, followed by particulars. So, Kent has mostly emphasized on generals. He has given more importance for mental generals, followed by physical generals. In his repertory, he also says that generals are dealt within depth, followed by particulars and minute particulars. Here, unlike Bonning-Hussein's repertory, a symptoms is studied under a broad general rubric, followed by sub-rubrics and going towards progressive differentiation. That means that he has given more prime importance for physical generals, mental generals, and very least importance for the particulars. Whereas Kent is always a believer that mentals are more important as compared to Bonning-Hussein's logic. Now the different sources of Kent repertory are. Now Kent has followed. Now sources means what are the books collected to make a repertory. So what are the collection of the books which Kent followed was, first is Lippi's repertory, then followed by Herring's repertory and Matra Medica, then followed by Bonning-Hussein's therapeutic pocket book. He also followed all the Bonning-Hussein's writings. Then followed by Bell's diarrhea, Guernsey's repertory, Jhar's repertory. So these were some sources of Kent repertory. Now let us see what are the chapters of Kent repertory. Kent repertory has got almost 37 chapters. The 37 chapters are as follows. First chapter is mind, followed by second chapter, that is vertigo, followed by head, eyes, vision, ear, hearing, nose, face, mouth, teeth, throat, external throat, stomach, abdomen, rectum, stool, bladder, kidney, prostate, urethra, urine, male genitalia, female genitalia, larynx, trachea, respiration, cough, expectoration, chest, back, extremities, sleep, chill, fever, perspiration, skin, and generalities. Now, if you go to see the chapter distribution, first, the first chapter is followed by mind, then followed by GIT, then followed by urinary organs, followed by genitalia, then followed by upper respiratory tract infection, and at last all the generalities are there. So this is the way of distribution of chapters of Kent repertory. So there are total 37 chapters in Kent repertory. Now how these chapters and how the rubrics are arranged, let us see that. The arrangement of rubrics. All rubrics and sub-rubrics are arranged in alphabetical order. Now rubrics are arranged as first side, followed by time modalities, then followed by extensions and location. So Kent has arranged all the rubrics in alphabetical order and in the STML form, that is side, time, modality, extension and location. So it is also called as STMEL form. Now, how the chapters are arranged. Let us see all the 37 chapters and their number of rubrics and pages. Now, why we are seeing all this in details? Because we want to find out which is the largest chapter in the Kent repertory and which is the smallest chapter in the Kent repertory. Also to know the different rubrics. Now, in the first chapter, that is Mind, Mind has got total number of rubrics, that is 529. And the total number of pages covered is 95. The second chapter, that is Vertigo, it has got rubrics 168 with followed by 11 pages. The third chapter, that is Head, which covers total number of rubrics 154 and pages covered, that is 128. The Eye chapter covers number of rubrics 85 and pages 35. The next chapter, that is Vision, the number of rubrics are 90 followed by 15 pages. The next chapter, the sixth, is Ear. It has number of rubrics 89 and pages covered, that is 36. Next chapter is Hearing. It has got total number of rubrics 4 and number of pages covered 3. The eighth chapter, that is Nose, the number of rubrics 125 and number of pages covered 31. Face, number of rubrics 132 and number of pages covered 42. Mouth, number of rubrics 166 and number of pages covered 54. Teeth, number of rubrics 73 and number of pages covered 18. Throat, now the 12th chapter, that is Throat, the number of rubrics covered is 114 and number of pages covered is 23. The 13th chapter, that is External Throat, number of rubrics covered is 34 and number of pages covered is 5. Stomach, it has number of rubrics 101 followed by number of pages 65. Then comes Abdomen, rubrics covered is 135 and pages is 65. Rectum, number of rubrics 83 and number of pages covered 30. The next chapter is Stool, number of rubrics 84 and pages covered is 10. Bladder, number of rubrics covered 59 and number of pages covered 18. Kidney, number of rubrics 20 and number of pages covered 6. Prostate gland, number of rubrics 21 and pages covered is 2. So now we can find here the smallest chapter, that is prostate gland. Urethra, number of rubrics 52 and number of pages covered 12. Urine, number of rubrics 40, pages covered 13. Genitalia male, number of rubrics covered 98 with pages covered 22. Genitalia female, number of rubrics covered 95, pages covered 32. Larynx and trachea, number of rubrics 70 and number of pages covered 17. Respiration, number of rubrics 50 and pages covered 16. The next chapter, that is 27, that is Cough. The number of rubrics it has got 358 and number of pages covered 34. Expectoration, number of rubrics 114 and number of pages covered 10. Chest, number of rubrics 160, pages covered 62. Back, number of rubrics 82 and number of pages covered 68. Extremities, number of rubrics 268, number of pages covered 82. So now here we find that the largest chapter of the Kent repertory is the extremities, which is having number of rubrics 268 with pages covered 282. Next chapter, that is Sleep, number of rubrics it has 29 and pages covered is 25. Chill, number of rubrics 99, pages covered 19. Fever, number of rubrics 91 with pages covered 15.
And 35th chapter, that is perspiration. It has got 95 rubrics with 10 pages. Next is skin. Number of rubrics 102. Number of pages covered 38. 37th is generalities. Number of rubrics 246. And number of pages covered is 83. So now let us find out what is the total number of medicines in Kent repertory. There is 648 medicines covered in Kent repertory. So from this whole chapter's detailed study, we have found out that the largest chapter and the smallest chapter. The largest chapter is the extremities, which has covered 282 pages, and the smallest chapter, prostate gland, which has 2 pages. We get 2-mark question for these chapters also. So for 2 marks, such questions are asked. What is the largest chapter, which is the smallest chapter of Kent repertory? For this, you have to write these answers. Now let us find out what are the different types of pain sensation in Kent repertory. Now Kent repertory has covered 53 types of pains. The first is aching pain, then the biting pain, blows as if from, boring pain, bruised pain, burning pain, borrowing, bursting, cleaving, cutting and darting, constructing, cramping, cutting, digging, drawing pain, dull aching pain, flying, gnawing pain, grasping pain, grinding type of pain, jerking pain, lacerating pain, lancetating pain, then pinching pain, plug-like pain, pressing pain, pulling like, shattered pain, shooting pain, smarting pain, sore, bruised, sprained sensation like, stabbing pain, sticking pain, stitching pain, stunting pain, tearing pain, torn as if in ulcerative type, wedge-like pain. So these are the different types of pains covered in Kent repertory. Now let us find out what are the advantages of Kent repertory. Now, best part of the Kent repertory is the alphabetical arrangement of rubrics. So it is very easy to find out any chapter because alphabetically it is arranged. Even the sub-rubrics are also arranged in alphabetical orders. The 3 grades are very helpful for fast repertorization. These 3 grades help to do repertorization very fast with the help of repertory sheet or by computer method also. The anatomical distribution of the chapters is also helpful to find out easy chapter findings. Then the rubrics are also easy to find, and so this is very much maximum used repertory. Now let us see the disadvantages of this repertory. There are remedies as compared to today's repertory, they are very few. The new mental generals are not added as compared to the other new repertories. Mental rubrics of same meaning with different words are little confusing. So there is some confusion with mental rubrics also. Some chapters, the modalities are not given, and because of this lacunae, this is the disadvantage of Kent repertory. There is also one chapter added, that is remedy relationship. This chapter is added at the last of all the chapters. The remedy relationship chapters is written by Gibson Miller, Dr. Gibson Miller. He has given the idea of remedy relationship. The relationship between the 2 or more remedies is known as remedy relationship. So what is the relation between each other? This for second prescription also. This chapter is explaining the following headings. It shows the name of the remedy. It shows its relationship with the inimical remedies, then the follows well remedies, then the duration of action of the remedy. It also shows the antidote. This chapter is very useful for finding in second prescription also. So now references what I have taken from is from Essentials of Repetization by Dr. S.K. Tiwari. Now, this is a book which is sanctioned by the CCH for as a textbook of repertory, that is Essentials of Repetizations. So I thank you all